again for our messages from heaven. Let's turn this up. Looks live. It is live. See if anybody comes on today. It's a warm one, so right. Hang on. Let's move this. We might not have anybody today. There you go. Right. Let's get rid of that. Right. Okay. Hi guys. We're live for our messages from heaven. If you want to come on, feel free. See if anybody is here. Might be a quiet one today. Tap to retry. Don't know, we've got a good signal today. Let's see how we get on. There's no one here as yet. Give it a couple of minutes. Hi. If you want to, you can say your name and where you're from. There's no one on here at the minute. We may abandon ship today if nobody comes on. Give it a couple of minutes. We're doing messages from heaven today, so if you're wanting a message, feel free to join in. Hi, it looks like someone's joined. If you want to say your name and where you're from, feel free. I'll just wait and see if anybody comes on before we start messages from heaven. Looks like a quiet one today. Fan on. Let's see if anyone comes on. Where's the... Let's get rid of that. Put that there. See if anyone else is going to join. If you want to say hi, we're doing our messages today. Everyone's having a meltdown at the minute because of the heat. So we might be quiet today. no one comes on, we will schedule for another day, and that's fine. Looks quiet. Hi Claire, it's Liddy from London. Hi there, thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining us. We've just literally just 5 minutes ago gone live. So we're doing messages from heaven today. So if you want to stick around, Liddy, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Then you're more than welcome, and we might get a message for you from heaven. So I apologise in advance. The messages on my phone come up really late sometimes. So we start and we're talking, and I don't see your message for a while. So it's only just popped up. So so thank you for being here today. And we'll get started very soon. So it looks like you're the first one on, Liddy. So, right, okay. I'll get started soon. I haven't got a cold, Liddy. It's spirit. They itch my nose. Give me a tickly nose. So it's just something I have to cope with. So I hope you're having a lovely day today and enjoying the weather, because it is beautiful, isn't it? But it's a bit of a shock. Because it's lovely, the sunshine. Yeah, it's really hot. I've got a fan going here, and I was hoping I weren't going to overheat today. I was going to feel okay to do this. So we're going to persevere with the heat, because let's face it, it's summer now, so we really want the nice weather anyway. So I've got my fan going. I've got my icy drink there, look. So we'll get started. So looks like someone else is joining. So that's good. We've got some people joining. It's lovely. It lifts the thunderstorms. Yeah, we've had rain here, Liddy. I'm in Essex, so I'm not far from you. Basically we had the rain, and we needed it to clear the air. So it really is hot. So, and hi there, Doreen. And you're from Canada. Welcome. Thank you for joining today. It's really lovely that you've joined us. We're doing messages from heaven, so we'll get started in a minute, all right, and see what spirit want to say, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, put that there. I was just saying to Liddy, I've got my fan going, trying to cool me down, because we're not used to the heat here in the UK, and we've just had a heat wave come on, so we're all melting, and we're not sleeping in the evenings at the minute that well, so it's not good. So, right, now let's see, let's make sure so everybody can see me, and I can see your names and your little comments, which is fantastic. So we're going to get started. I feel, Liddy, we're going to start with you, all right? We're going to honour you because you're the first person on here. And give me a second, all right? And I'll just connect and we'll see where we're going for you, Liddy. Right, where are we going? Let's see. Okay, Liddy, right, clear my throat. Let's get started with you. Let's get started. And you are very spiritual, aren't you, Liddy? You're a very spiritual lady. You're drawn to the spirit world and all things spiritual, all right? So that's lovely. And a lot of people that do come on here are as well. And spirit know this about you as well, okay? So that's lovely. And you're very intrigued by it, aren't you? You're not scared by it, but you know there's more to us as people. You know, the spirit world, there's a lot with that. So you're just very drawn to it. Does that make sense to you, Liddy? Okay, so where else are we going? So apologise if I'm a bit slow getting started. Claire has to warm up a little and then we get going. So yeah, so it's and it's it's things on YouTube as well that you're sort of drawn to, spiritual. Does that make sense to you? And you like looking at things like tarot readings and stuff like that. You're kind of drawn to it, which is lovely. And it's like if there's any messages for you as well, you happen to click on things, don't you? And you'll get a message and you'll go, I just know that's for me. And it is actually, and I want to confirm that it is for you. All right. Okay. I want to say to you, Liddy, Spirit World want to pass this on to you. Been feeling under a lot of pressure, and it's finally lifting with yourself. And it's finally lifting. This pressure you felt, and you are quite sensitive as well. So I'm a sensitive as well. And you felt a lot of pressure, and it's finally lifting, because what Spirit was showing me was a kind of a bit you felt like there was a black cloud over you. They're showing me this big cloud, and you're feeling all the pressures, but it is finally lifting. And today I needed to tell you that, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be making you feel a sigh of relief, actually, Liddy, because you have been under some pressures. All right, because you've been juggling a lot, haven't you? They're showing me you juggling a lot of balls in life as well. So you're juggling a lot of balls and feeling under pressure. Yeah, okay, so don't worry about that. That will pass. It is passing, because I'm seeing the air clearing with you, Liddy, and things moving forwards now, and you and you doing a bit of learning yourself with spiritual stuff is actually really helping, and meditation. And also there's a pull there with you with Buddhism and meditation. So if it's not entered your space or your energy yet, don't be surprised if it does, because they've just brought that in for you as well, which is beautiful. And I feel it's going to be very healing for you. Meditation in general, going to really help you. All right. Okay, so we'll just see where we're going with you with Spirit, and see who's dropping in, see who's and also can you just confirm to me, the Spirit just said to me that they've left you big white feathers, or a big white feather. Can you confirm that as well? It's been left on your pathway. If you can confirm that. Hi LJ from Arizona, just wanted to say hi. All right, so the white feather, if you haven't found it, they're giving you a white feather, literally. So it's just something I had to pass on to you, which is very spiritual. And it could also be someone in spirit leaving you that feather, and it is the most beautiful feather. All right, so when you find it, it will be in an unexpected place. They usually are. Like, you're like, how did that get there? There's no windows open. It literally will be like that. It's and you will know straight away when you receive this feather how amazing it is. All right, so we'll just see where we go. Give me a second to say the heat's affected Claire today a little bit. I'll see where we're going for you. Okay, right. So I've got a lovely lady joining me for you. She is a mum figure, okay? She's a mum figure for you, okay? She had a sudden passing to the spirit world. So she could be a mum or grandmum. She's definitely, obviously, female. And she gives me as a sudden passing, okay? And it was a shock to family members. Does this make sense to you, Liddy? And it was a shock to her, actually. So if you can confirm that, so I can continue with her. She made some bad health choices. All right, so if you can confirm. It's not come up yet, so I can continue with her. Lovely lady dropping in. She's taking me to her hair. She'll just mention her hair to you as well, give you a bit more of an idea. She's got a bob style hair actually going on, and it's sort of a blondie bob style hair. I want to make sure I'm with. Maybe it was a long time ago, right? Okay. So because she was saying she's a mum. All right, she's saying she's a mum. So can you take that bit with yourself? Maybe grandmother, yeah. And she wants to show me this hair of hers. It's a bob. Right, I'm not sure what the yes and the no is. Right, sorry about this. I'll continue with her anyway. We'll just get her to warm up with me, and we'll just continue with her. She takes me to her heart straight away when I'm asking her how did you pass the spirit, and she takes me to her heart. She takes me to her heart. It was a heart attack. All right, so that's what she passed from, and you make sense of the heart attack as well. But as I say, that would be sudden, wouldn't it? Yeah, so you making sense of the heart. And lovely lady, she just literally was in this life, Liddy, and then she found herself in the next life. And she wants to let family members know that she's okay and she's watching out for you. She's very fond of you, Liddy. Okay, so she's the mother of your late my late husband. Yeah, so she's like a mother-in-law, and it was a long time ago. I say I can't choose who comes through, but she's very much around you a lot actually. And it was her that was showing me the feather. Okay, so I'm just going to move my fan, guys. Sorry, I've just moved my fan because I moved my chair and I didn't have it there. So anyway, get back to this lady, but lovely lady, and she loved everything with flowers. She showed me beautiful flowers, and she loves flowers. All right. And she does show me, and I know you said violet, but she's actually shown me that I think it's that flower actually. So she's got the most beautiful flowers so around her, and she liked flowers in life. She's definitely helping you, and she was the one pointing out to me that she's been aware that you've been under some pressures as well in life, and she wants to let you know that is all lifting from you now. Okay, so you're going to be pushing forwards, but you're learning about all things spiritual is no surprise to her, because you've been on this learning journey with spirit for quite a while. Does that make sense to you? You've been it's like a little niggle there with yourself. You've been wanting to scratch, and she's not surprised by that. All right, okay, let's see where she's taking me now for you. As I say, this lady is very much missed by everybody. She's really missed by all of her family, and it was a tragedy. And she does make me aware actually that she didn't generally look after herself, health wise, with food choices and things like this. She does put a little bit of blame on herself. As I say, it was a heart attack that took this lady into spirit world. She does put a little bit of blame on herself, but she wants to let everybody know that she's okay, and she really wanted to connect today. I don't know if she's been through a medium before, but she really wanted to connect to me today. And I was seeing her with this lovely hair in a bob, and she that was what she showed me. All right, straight away, that's what she showed me. So she is she's definitely going to be sticking around. I feel like she's helping you a lot, Liddy, with everything spiritual. All right, so I keep going over that, but there's a real strong pull there with you. So I wouldn't mind betting that it's part of your journey in life. There's something with it, healing, maybe even be mediumship. you know, communication with spirit. There's something there, tarot cards, there's something important for you that she was bringing in with that. And she is a big shining light. And she had a lot of laughter. I don't know if you remember that about her. She enjoyed to laugh, and she mentions laughter, and that's what she's saying to me. She wants to mention that for you as well, you know, to keep laughing, keep lifting your spirits, because she did that. That's what she did in life. That's how she was. She kept that laughter and that sort of try and be high spirited a lot of the time. All right. As she did overindulge as well. She was an overindulger in life. And as I say, she liked to indulge in the things that we maybe are not so good for us. Let's just turn my fan up. Apologise, guys. I'm just that's it. Just turning my fan up. It gets warm when you start and you're laughing. Is that about the overindulging? I'm sorry. She wanted to make that out, that she's you know, that's the kind of person she was, and she lived life to the full in that sense. She didn't really worry about things like that, but she knows it was kind of her downfall there. All right, so okay. She wants to lift you up, Liddy, because you've been very low, all right, for a long time. And she also wants you to protect yourself from people, she's saying, okay, and listening to your own intuition about sort of, she's saying about good choices, and she mentions wrong choices. So some wrong choices you may have made in life, and she's saying now good choices. Does that make sense to you? All right, because obviously we have to be sensitive on here, confidential, but she's aware of that, and she's giving me a massive thumbs up for you. All right, good choices. And right, okay, because I said to her, I was being nosy and said to her, what do you mean exactly? And she also is mentioning better health choices for yourself. Have you started that already? Does that make sense? This is now I know why she was going down the route of her not making good choices. She's trying to bring you the guidance to steer you in a better direction where that's concerned. All right, so you might find yourself doing things that you haven't done before, exercise, health-wise, in order to feel better, which is good. All right, and that's where the meditation comes in as well. She's not trying to tell you off or anything, Liddy. She's literally just dropped in today to say, this is what happened to me. I'm guiding you, I'm helping you, I'm very much still around. And she also just wanted to let people, just in general, food, just general well-being, Liddy, general looking after yourself so you feel better. All right, so you're feeling better. She just wants you to learn by her example, and they do that, spirit. Sometimes they say, look, you know, I didn't listen. I didn't make good choices for myself. We're in charge of what we do, aren't we, in life? We're in charge of how we live our lives. We're in charge of who we have in our lives, how we choose to treat our physical bodies and mental health. So it's just some guidance there. So good. I'm glad it makes sense to you. Yeah. So she, as I say, she is a lovely, lovely lady. And she's very caring and nurturing, and she's pointing towards you. She gave me a massive arrow towards this phone and said, Lydia is very caring and nurturing as well, and you're a very healing person as well. So she's commending that, and she's saying, don't change, carry on, you know, carry on being who you are. All right. And she's aware, Liddy, that you have had some moments of reflection and some moments of where you fit in the world, because you've been asking the question. and it's like you feel like I should be doing this, or I want to be doing this, but I'm not sure. So I definitely feel after today, Spirit are going to be giving you a lot more guidance of where you're going in life. It's kind of your next move for you. It's like, where's Lydia going now? Where's the next move? All right, so that's what she's dropped in for, and that's her love and her guidance coming through for you. So don't worry about all the pressures. Listen, it's, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, doesn't it? All of that in life. And you are very strong internally. You're very strong, and you're able to cope with a lot. Sometimes when we're able to cope with a lot, we get sent a lot, a lot of life lessons. But you're doing just fine, and she's very proud. Right, okay. She wants to say hi, this lady. Okay. I don't know if the name Kim or Kimmy means anything to you. I just got to mention that from this lady. So I'll pass that on. It's just a random name, but I have to do my job and pass that over to you. And it was kind of, she wanted to say hi to this person. Yeah, it's very sad when someone passes quickly and suddenly, and it's a shock to them, and it's a shock to everybody. And there was no chance really with her to say goodbye, was there, with anybody? So she said, right, I'm just going to get her to say that again to me. She's saying hi to someone called Kim. I thought it was Kimmy, but she said, can you say hi to Kim? I may have that wrong, but that's how she's pronounced it to me. So I don't know if it's a family or a friend, but she's saying hi to a Kim. She just said to me she did have some niggles in the chest area, so you don't know that. As I have to pass it on, even if it doesn't make any sense to you at the minute. She had some niggles there, Liddy, with her chest, and she ignored them. All right, so she did ignore some little niggles. So there was an ongoing problem there, and she kind of ignored it. And it was kind of like she had that attitude of, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me, but actually there was an underlying problem there. So I don't know if you know that. All right, so but she's definitely wanted to connect today to let everybody, and she was smoking. Well, that's not good, is it, if she's smoking as well? But it was definitely chest pain in some way, shape or form with her, and she just ignore it. Unfortunately, she just ignore it. She knows that, and she just because she doesn't want anyone feeling that someone should have helped her, that she really didn't help herself in the way she could have. All right, so but she's saying to you, keep asking for directions in life, keep asking for help. So Spirit have heard you asking. It's like, where am I going, what am I doing now? All right, so keep asking, Liddy. And all right, so yeah, and it can have a double meaning there, that as well, for yourself, can't it? So say she's kind of reflecting, come through today. That's what Spirit do, give you exactly what you need, not what you want to hear sometimes, but they give you what you need always. As I say, but she's just very much guiding you, which is lovely, and you probably weren't expecting that from her, was you, as well? So, but she's very fond of you indeed, very fond. She said she's got a lot of happy memories with you guys. and you're on a new page. That's lovely, and she's aware of that. So you're in a new chapter, and a new chapter in life, and she's very much aware of that. All right, and she's helping. So again, you know, you might not always hear from who you want to hear, but I have to bring through who is there for you. But again, she's saying I love you, and keep going forwards. And she says you're so strong. She says you're a strong young lady, so you're very strong. And she's saying be proud of who you are, Liddy. That's what she's saying. I feel like she feels really happy, actually, to me. Her energy is lovely that she's managed to come through and say that to you. All right, she's feels really happy that she's able to come through and say that to you. Also, there's an anniversary. She's mentioning an anniversary. And also July, the month of July is significant. She's mentioning July. And yeah, she's very, I don't think she's alone in spirit. I don't think she's alone in spirit. But she just wants to let you know all is okay. That is what she's saying to you. All is okay and you'll be fine. All right. So I'm gonna pass on to go to somebody else in a minute. I'll just see if there's anything else for you, Liddy. But okay. And she mentions a terrible shock for you in life. You had a terrible shock. All right, because I'm seeing someone who needed some help on a stretcher of some sort, and she's saying about a terrible shock as well. That's what she mentions to me. So, you know, it's definitely now for you to move forwards. All right, you understand about the terrible shock? Yeah, because I was seeing someone on a stretcher rushed to hospital. All right, so I obviously I can't go into a massive long reading because we're just doing minis today. But you're doing just amazing. You are. She's very proud of you. All right, she says you're a shining light. Okay, so I would like to connect to more people for you, but we got to just stick to. Oh, bless. I'm so sorry to hear that. And so do you make sense of someone on a stretcher and it was a man? Like what I mean by stretcher, like, you know, when you get on a, like you get an ambulance come and they're on a stretcher of some sort, we're being wheeled somewhere. Does that make sense to you? So I just wanted to mention that before I go. And I know it's very, very hard when you've lost someone. Very, very difficult. I'll just wait to see if you understand that. Yeah, you know, it is. I know that there is. I know there's someone with her. I know there's someone with her. All right. And I will go to other people, but I'll just see if there's one last message here. And there is an I love you from Spirit. There's an I love you. And this person that was mentioning that you are a soulmate as well. All right. And this person was also very sad to pass to Spirit, to leave you behind, let me tell you. All right. So love all my, oh bless. And they know that as well. They hear you say this. They do know that. As I say, I did see someone, and I just had to acknowledge their presence with this lady that is in spirit. And there is a lot of love for you. Without going into too much, there's a lot of love for you. All right, and you are turning a corner now, and you're a very, very, very brave lady. Okay, and I want to wish you all the best in going forwards, Liddy. And I'm sure that I know now, after connecting to this lady and there's a gentleman, that this has opened up the doors for you spiritually, hasn't it? Going for all of this. So you know, keep going with that. All right, and I'm getting loads of kisses for you now. All right, so they are sending you this love. So we'll move on. All right, thank you, Liddy. Thank you for your time today. And you're going to be just fine. Honestly, you are. You're going to be just fine. Okay, so we'll see who else is on here, and go to somebody else. And if you could at the end, Liddy, if you wouldn't mind putting a little comment in at the video at the end, I really appreciate that, and it helps people as well find me, and helps people see that we're connecting them to their loved ones as well. Sorry it was a bit slow going. It's probably the heat today, but you know, I am available as well for private readings as well. All right, so which I do online actually, so I can do anyone anywhere. So, but thank you for the lovely flowers and the hearts. All right, that's really appreciated. So there's a lot of love for you from Spirit. So we'll see who we got here, and we'll go to the next one. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, some people are meant to go back to spirit world earlier than we anticipate, and they've had their journey in life and they go back home, and we're the ones who are left, and it's a hard journey. It really, really is. So my heart goes out to you, and I'll send you all the love from the spirit world. All right, so okay, and we'll go to the next person. Thank you so much, Liddy. It's really, really appreciated. And we'll see who else is here. So let's go. Claire's a little bit slow today. I'm sure I'm having a heat meltdown. Let's turn my fan up. Let's turn it up. There we go. We got it on a higher speed now. Thanks, Liddy. Thank you for your time and thank you for coming on here today. Sorry I didn't go into too much detail, but I do know there was someone else there, yeah. And you know, I'm sure, you know, if you feel you want to come on here again, you will. As I say, I'm going to be doing this regular now, so thank you. Yeah, if you want to come back on here another time, feel free. All right. Okay, so who we got now? So if someone can give me a hi and show me your name, or tell me where you're from, and we'll see where Spirit take me for you. All right. And we're doing our messages from heaven. So let's see where we're going now. So we've got 6 people, so okay. It's a bit slow, my phone. Really apologies, guys. There's my husband. Thank you. Right, so we've got some names coming up now. Right, okay. So, right, we got here. Right, give me a second, guys. Just asking Spirit where we're going. I'm actually right. Where are we going now? Where are we going? Right, I'm being pulled to, and I really apologise. I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name, or I don't know if it's your full name, Spa Junkie, or is that just the name of your we have just the name of your YouTube or whatever. But I'm going to go to you, Spa Junkies P. Is that what it says? Are you okay for me to go to you? If you don't mind, I will connect to Spirit for you. Summer, okay, pronounce Summer. Okay, Summer, thank you for joining me from Savannah, Georgia. So we'll just connect to Spirit for you and see where we're going with you. Apologies in advance if I'm a little bit on the slow side today, all right? Yeah, okay, all right. Let's see where we're going with you with Spirit. Right, okay. Right, so Summer, Spirit is saying to me that you've been listening to music lately, and they've been trying to lift your spirits. You've been guided to do this, to lift your mood. Does that make sense? And music is amazing for raising our vibrations. If that makes sense to you, let me know. But yeah, you're getting help from the spirit world basically in life. They're just trying to lift you up. All right. And you've been feeling a lot better about yourself, maybe getting some new clothes and changing things a little bit with yourself. Does that make sense? It's all in a bid to lift your spirits, and it's appreciating yourself, and it's always good to spoil ourselves, isn't it? That makes sense to you. It's like, it's not that you needed to turn over a new leaf or anything, Summer. It's like you're just feeling better about yourself, and you're like, right, okay, let's do this. It's kind of that attitude with yourself at the minute. So you're sort of changing things a little bit. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Right, see where we're going for you. See who is here, see what else is coming in. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Give me a second. Right. For Summer. And I love your name, by the way. It's such a beautiful name. It really, really is. It's lovely. Yeah, so I'd say, right, okay. Got a gentleman here stepping into my energy here, and he was a father figure, and he liked a cigar. Does that make sense to you, Summer? He liked a cigar, and he does mention it wasn't the best habit to have. A gentleman in your family, passed a spirit, and he come through and he showed me this great big cigar. And it was almost like this is they'll know it's me. Okay, so the cigar is very significant. All right. And he liked the cigars, and he had quite a lot of them, and it was his thing. Does that make sense to you, this gentleman? Okay. Yeah, listen, this cigar he showed me was massive. I was like, it was huge, great big cigar. Come in. It's like, yeah, I'm going to show you this cigar because they will know it's me straight away. So that's quite funny. It was a fat cigar. It's hilarious. So I was like, right, okay. So yeah, lovely guy. Bit stepping around you. And he's taken me straight to his chest because he knows he shouldn't have had the obsession with cigars, because he liked to try different ones. Is it Havana? I don't know if Havana, that's just been mentioned to me. I don't know if that's a cigar, but he just mentioned that to me. And it was his chest area. And it was like, he's quite funny actually, because he knew he shouldn't be smoking as much as he did. And it was like, I'm going to have another one to make myself feel better. So that was his attitude, okay. But he's very missed by the family. And he's. Do you smell his cigar smoke? I've got to ask you that because someone in the family is smelling that, and he's leaving that smell around people. All right, so that is a significant thing that people are smelling when his energy's near, and he loved the smell of the cigar smoke as well. It wasn't just the cigar, so it was the smell of the cigar. And I don't know what, if you can take that bit back, smelling the cigars. All right, so but he's helping you, and he says you're beautiful. All right, he's saying you're beautiful, and he's saying don't change. And he's saying to you to leave your hair. You've been thinking about, when you start doing things, and he's saying leave your hair, okay? So leave your hair, you're beautiful, all right? And he says he's helping you go forwards now, all right? Because he's saying you've been stop, start, stop, start. And he's saying I'm helping you go forwards, I'm pushing you on. And he shows me like a train that's gathering momentum now, and this is you. He wants you to gather the momentum and keep those wheels turning. But he's saying that please don't stop again. Don't stop. I'm helping. Because he was. Oh, you've been doing your hair since COVID. Well, he likes your hair, and he's just saying don't cut it off, or just keep your hair. He likes it. Don't change it. I mean, I'm always having bad fringe days, as you can tell, but I'm sure your hair is beautiful. But yeah, he's definitely watching you. He's definitely going to be helping you go forwards. He's very much. I tell you what, he comes across. He's a very nice, kind man, all right. But he's also a man of few. He's saying few words. He's a man of few words, all right. So, but he was very much a part of everybody's life, including yours, all right. And he's very missed, like everyone that comes through. He's very missed. And he misses being around the family, but family members are definitely smelling his cigar smoke. Okay, all right, give me a second, see where he's taking me for you. All right, right. Because he was one for getting his hands dirty a little bit, because he's shown me a spanner as well, and things like this, sort of like, like a spanner is, like tools and things, isn't it? Like what you do, taking a bolt off and things like that. Does that make sense to you with him? So he wasn't afraid of hard work, getting his hands dirty and doing things like this. He liked tinkering, and he does show me. I don't know if it's him with something like a tractor. He's showing me some sort of a vehicle, so a tractor or a truck or something like that. Is showing me something that he tinker around with as well, if that makes sense to you. But this was his thing. This is what he enjoyed. He was a farmer, also did construction. Yeah, because first of all he showed me this beautiful tractor. And he liked messing around, but he wasn't afraid of, like, if the tractor broke, he'd just get on with it and get the spanner out and start fixing it. He's got like grease on his hands, and he'd get on with it and do that. So yeah, lovely man. And as I say to you, Summer, he really wants you. He's trying to push you forward. So there's been some reluctance with you in life. It could be lack of confidence, and that creeps in on us all, doesn't it? But it's been some reluctance with you to push forwards, and he's saying listen, please listen, just listen, push forwards now, push forwards with this, what you're doing. So don't be hesitant, okay? So there's something that you need to be doing, and you keep doing this stop starting. So take his guidance, Summer, and know that he's watching, and he's going to push you forwards now and help you, okay? He's going to push you forwards and help you go to where you need to go in life. But he's a lovely man, and they're all so lovely when they come through. And as I say, it is hard to when we feel we're alone, but you're not alone, because he's definitely by you. I can guarantee you that much. He's definitely by you. And as I say, you know, don't doubt yourself in life and you as a person. That creeps into us all, even myself. Just push forwards now. It's about you going forwards, all right? He wants to say, I love you. He wants to send his love to the family. He just wants you. He's saying about angels. So I don't know if the angels is significant with you. He just mentioned angels to me, all right? But he's a lovely guy, and he is very much, so the angels might be a real strong connection with you. It's just something he said, can you tell Summer about angels? So I need to pass that on. Might be something to do with angel wings or angels. Is that something with yourself? But he's lovely, as I say. He liked his life. He was happy in his life, but he just knew when he went to Spirit World, he knew it was his time. He wants to let family members know, and he knows that everyone keeps his memory alive. And so there's a photo of him with the tractor, isn't there? There's a photo. He's showing me this now, and he knows that everyone is very much missing him. All right, so I'll leave his love with you. But say he wants to say lasting message to you, don't worry about life. And he's saying in general, don't worry about life. And he's saying to you, Summer, what is meant for you will always find you, sweetheart. And that's his lasting message to you. What is meant for you will always find you. It's as clear as anything. Know that. Okay, know that's how it is. All right. I'll leave his love with you, Summer. Does that make sense to you? All right, and we'll go to somebody else. Sorry, they're quick messages today. But yeah, you're very much looked after and very much loved, and he was loved, wasn't he, as well? So thank you for connecting today, and if you please would give me a thumbs up or leave me a little comment, which helps people find me in the comments below. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Summer, and thanks for your granddad for connecting today. Lovely man, and he's as I say, he's very proud of his tractors, isn't he? So okay, we're going to go to somebody else. Hi Michelle, thanks for joining and showing me your support. Thank you. And who else are we going to go to? So let's see who we got next. So we've got right, okay, A, right, and we'll just see who else we got on here as well, and then I'll be guided by spirit as to where I'm going to go. If that's okay with everybody, because when we start getting a lot more people on here, I have to be guided by them to where they want to go. So we've got A. It's triple A, isn't it? We've got triple A's, and triple letters, triple numbers are really, really good. Michelle, it's all right. You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you. So we'll see where we're going. We'll see who's next. See where Spirit are taking me, because I had a couple of other ladies on here as well, and I apologise, my phone comes up so slow. It's a juggling act, it really is. I feel like I'm juggling a lot of balls. So okay, so we got this one here, AAA, right? We'll just until I see anyone else's name, we'll have a look and see. And you're very private, aren't you? You're quite private, which is good, and that's a good way to be. We'll just see if we've got anybody else coming up, and then we'll get started. No one's on here yet. Okay, right, let's go with you, okay, and see where we're going. Right, give me a second. Okay. I just want to confirm you're female, because I haven't got your full name and it's hard for me. If you can confirm you're female, that would be good, because I haven't exactly got a name to go by. And if you can tell me where you're connected from, what country. Ali, oh hi Ali, and you're female? Male, sorry Ali, I apologise. So sorry. And you're from New York, okay. Thank you for joining us. Apologies there, Claire is useless really with phones and names and things like this. Okay, because I'm connecting to spirit for you. I needed something to go by, just the littlest detail, and that's great. So welcome today. You like your phone, don't you, Ellie? You're always on it. I'm saying that, you know, with someone in spirit is saying that with a glint in, you know, it's saying it with love. Saying it with love for you. Does that make sense to you? Okay, you like your phone and you're always on it, and it's like you can't go anywhere without your phone, can you? Does that make sense to you as well? Yeah, okay. Most people are like that, but for you, I'm feeling it's a little bit more, you know, it's like, where's my phone? I've got to have my phone. I can't go anywhere without it. So, okay. You got some career changes, Ali, as well. And you are, I don't know if this is you're into banking and things like that and stocks and shares, but that was being mentioned. So if you can confirm or not confirm that, but there's some career changes with you. Does that make sense with you? Because you're quite the entrepreneur. So if you can confirm or not, so I know I'm on the right one with yourself. About that, no, that's not you. Okay, right, that we won't dismiss that, because that's just coming from spirit. All right, so we won't dismiss that. Sometimes things find their way into our lives, or you're drawn to something. All right, so that was just been mentioned, because what I saw a newspaper, and I saw like stocks and shares and things like this. All right, so don't dismiss it. I'll just leave that with you, if all right, and we will carry on. Right, so see where we're going with you. But you are you're kind of a happy-go-lucky kind of person, aren't you? And you are very good when people want to talk to you, and if someone's got a problem with something, they go to Ali. Does that make sense to you? They go to Ali, and Ali's very good at advice. If you can confirm that. So yeah, don't ever change how you are. You're kind of like an agony aunt. Does that make sense to you? Over here we call it agony aunt. You know, like everyone just says, can you sort this? Can you help me with this? What do you reckon about this? Just even general advice, and you're the go-to person. So which is you know, it's a lovely way to be, but it can be draining sometimes, can't it? What's that? So thank you, Liddy, and thank you, Evan Flower from California. We'll just continue with you, Ali. Sorry, Ali. But yeah, Ali, you're the go-to person. You are like, you're a bit of a healer on the quiet. You're like, everyone comes to you, and you're a social butterfly. You know, you like mixing with people. You're good with people. It's that happy-go-lucky. Got a high vibration. You're quite a spiritual individual. And you know, you're a good person to be around, Ali. All right, so people are very drawn to you, and that's beautiful. So don't ever change, okay? Don't ever change. And we'll see where we're going now. Right, give me a second. Okay. So I don't know if this connects to you. We're going to roll with it, okay? Because that's just how a spirit is sometimes. I'm seeing someone, right? And they're going up and down on a motorbike, doing wheelies and everything like this. Ali, can you make sense of that? Can you make sense of someone in spirit going up and down on a motorbike? And oh, thank you, it's really kind. And doing wheelies and things on their motorbike. Can you make sense of that? Because I've just seen somebody having a great time on a motorbike and whizzing up and down, and they are in spirit. So if you can make sense of that, if you could let me know before I continue with them, all right? And this person, you know, you're not feeling that one. Right, okay, right, well, we'll leave that then. And it's definitely not you connecting to a motorbike. Can you confirm that? Because that was as clear as anything. That's what happens sometimes. If you can confirm, so you don't know anyone in spirit. It's like, I only have people for yourself. You don't not got a friend in spirit who passed to only cars, right? I'll just acknowledge this person, and then we'll see where else we're going for you, Ali. Okay, because I've got someone in spirit who's on a motorbike and they're whizzing up and down and they're doing wheelies, all right, and they are a young person and passed to spirit young. All right, so and the motorbikes was really, really significant with them. They loved their motorbikes, and they were a little bit of a daredevil, dare I say, with the motorbikes. Okay, so and I don't know if you know of a friend that has passed that you can't remember. Sometimes we have, you know, someone or an acquaintance, because they could be connecting to you as well. And even if they weren't a permanent fixture in your life, this person's come through. So have a little think while I'm here, because this person is knows you. And they've presented themselves to me. All right, so if you really don't know who they are, then we'll move on from them. I like to acknowledge them because they made the journey today. So I haven't got your message yet. If you could tell me, but yeah, this person is someone that knew you. All right, so I don't know if they're a work colleague or something like that, and they had a fatal accident on their motorbike. Because this person, now this can happen. This person, I don't choose who comes through. This person it was a fatal accident, and it was a motorcycle. So you was driving and an accident happened in front of you with a motorcycle, and this person did pass. Now, I've never had this before, and you obviously didn't know this person, did you? Did this affect you in some way, Ali, actually witnessing this? Because this is what spirit have brought in for you, so I have to go with it, and that's why I had to ask you a couple of questions on it. Because did this affect you? It affected you, yeah. Because this person knows that it affected you, and that's why they've connected. Honestly, the spirit world is phenomenal. They are so intelligent. And although you didn't directly know this person knows that it's affected you. And that's why they've connected to me, to you today. Do you understand? So this person was a young person and they were a daredevil. And they are connecting today to bring you some healing. That's really sad. I mean, that is terrible, isn't it? It's really sad, and you wouldn't have known that person, but that person, if I can explain to you, Ali, we're all energy, aren't we? They're energy, they're a consciousness in the spirit world, and the spirit world are aware that this would have affected you, seeing it. All right, and this is why they've brought it up, and this is why it's all about the healing, and this is why they've brought it into your reading today. And I have to acknowledge it, because it must have been devastating to witness that. It must have been. And this person knows that you was affected by it, if you understand what I'm saying. So they've connected today to bring you some healing, to let you know they're all right. And they're actually saying to me they were very stupid, and they were doing a wheelie, and it went like when you pull the handlebars and you zoom off, lost control, and that's what this person did. And they blamed themselves for the situation they got themselves in, and they passed to spirit. So I hope that you are okay from witnessing that, and that as I say, this is who's connected to me for you today. Never had this before, but Claire has to just acknowledge it and do her job. But I just want you to know that this person is okay where they are in spirit, and for you to not, you've probably moved on from this now if it was a while ago, but they just want you to know they're at peace, and this is part of them connecting today. They wanted you to know for the healing for yourself, so it doesn't kind of keep affecting you. Does that make sense? So, but you're doing amazing. Don't ever change who you are, Ali. Keep pushing forwards. Keep being your true, authentic self. There's a new massive chapter for you, Ali, in life. You are actually embarking on a new chapter. Okay, there's a new chapter for you. Okay, and whether you're the entrepreneur at the minute, spirit are bringing that in for you. So there's a lot to you. Okay, there's a lot to you. Not only are you are of that brain, you can put your hand to anything. You've also got those qualities, and you're sensitive, and you are very kind, and people can open up to you, which is just amazing. It is a blessing to be that way. It can be difficult sometimes, but it is a blessing. So don't change that about yourself, all right? But you're going to be just fine. Keep pushing forward. So yeah, as I say, that's who connected to you today. I hope you're okay with that. Someone you don't quite know. As I say, it was someone I had to acknowledge, so you witnessed someone leave this life, which is very profound, and it is a big deal to witness that, and it changes you, doesn't it? It's going to change the way you see the world, the way you see everything, the way you see yourself. That is what Spirit is saying. It's kind of changed you, but look at it as a positive. All right, and keep pushing forwards in life. And I wish you all the best. And thank you so much for connecting today to me and to the spirit world, and coming on here and showing your love. It's truly appreciated. Thank you. And if you could give me a thumbs up. Spirit love that. They love your energy. They love everybody connecting. They like people to comment, because your vibration is connecting to them as well, and they love that. Just see anything else for you, Ali. Right, I've got some guidance for you from Spirit. Because of the way you are, Ali, you're far too giving to others. And they're telling you to keep some back, your energy back for yourself, and put in back into you rather than giving out to everybody. Does that make sense? And that's what Spirit wanted to say to you today. So protect your energy and put back into you, rather than giving yourself away too freely to others. All right, so that's what they wanted to say. And we're going to move on to somebody else. It is very hard to do that, I know, but you got to protect your energy as well. You've got to protect your energy as well, because if you're giving yourself freely all the time, it can become quite draining. So just, you know, be mindful of that. It's not that you're going to be pushing people away. How to explain that? Trying to get people to maybe think for themselves a bit more is always good as well, you know. So tactically sort of encouraging them to, rather than being given all the time, you know, just sort of protecting your energy as well. With, you can put like a bubble around yourself if people drain your energies as well. That's another way you can do that. Put a big bubble around yourself when you're going into situations or there's a lot of people and you feel like your energy is being zapped out of you. That is another way. And setting boundaries as well. Setting boundaries, healthy boundaries. All right, so that is kind of how you do that. All right. Okay, so we're going to move on to somebody else. Thank you for connecting, Ali. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed your message today. If you can leave me a comment, I appreciate that below, so it helps others. Today's about healing and guidance, and that is basically a medium's job, is to connect you to the spirit world. Thank you, I really appreciate that, Ali. They just touch on, so we're only on here a short while just to give you a mini message. It's not a full in-depth reading, and they will just let you know what we need to know. So we're going to go to somebody else. So we'll see whose name pops up, because my phone is very slow, and see who wants to connect next. But thank you so much to everyone who's come on here today and shown your love and support. And it's very hard doing live readings, because I'm not seeing anyone's face. I'm just seeing a name, and I just trust wholeheartedly in the spirit world. And that's how amazing they are. They know who's on here. They know what healing you need or what message you need in life. Yeah, and you know, Ali, like yourself, I have to trust in that, because they trust in me. And if I don't trust in them, then I'm not, you know, I'm letting myself down, aren't I? And if I don't trust in myself, sorry, I'm not trusting in them. That's what I meant to say. So it's kind of like that. So yeah, I do have to, although it's a gift, I still have to work at it. It's like I still have to nurture it, and still have to put the work in and work with spirit, you know. And it's just one of them things that is always, I'm always learning. Every time I'm reading, I'm always learning. So we're about learning and growth, aren't we, in life? So just don't stop doing what you're doing. So who we got here? We'll see who else is coming on, and we will go to somebody else and do a reading from spirit, message from heaven. I've got through a lot of water today. We're having a meltdown in the UK and I've got icy drink, although it's nearly gone now. So, we're not used to the hot weather. We wait all year for it and then we moan when it turns up. So hi Sherilyn George. So Sherilyn's on here. Who else have we got on here? So, and if you could let me know where you're from as well, which really helps. Yeah, it's humid, Michelle. Victoria Gentry, did Patrick ever? I can't see the rest of your message, Victoria. I'm just going to see where spirit take me, guys. All right, so they'll point out where I'm going. Okay. And you're from Nova Scotia, Canada. Okay, Sherilyn. Right, let's see where we're going now. Right, give me a second. Right, so I feel I'm going with you, Sherilyn. Apologies to anyone else. We'll just do a quick message and then see if we can get and then we've got Carla from Cave Peak, Arizona, which is lovely. Thank you for joining. So we're going to go to Sherilyn George. I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Sherilyn. And thank you for joining from Canada. So let's see where we're going. Right. Okay. Right. So I've got a lady joining me, Sherilyn. I'm just going to acknowledge her, okay? She stepped right into my energy and she is a grandmother, okay? And she is in a wheelchair. She needed some assistance in a wheelchair. Does this make sense to you before we continue with this lovely lady? Can you understand? Her hair, she's complaining to me about her hair at the minute. Well, she's actually apologising. She said it looked terrible and she likens it to being sort of quite frizzy and fuzzy. And she's doing this. No, you don't make sense of this lady. Okay, right. Let's just see where we go with her. And right. And yourself. All right, so see if there's any guidance for you from spirit. Do you understand the fuzzy hair? Is that what this is confusing for me sometimes. Got that one. Does that do you understand that bit? If you can let me know. Because she's complaining about her hair, saying it's not the best hair and it was quite fuzzy. Yeah, quite fuzzy. It's sort of going back a bit, but it's sort of fuzzy and going back, if that makes sense. And she was in a wheelchair. Was your mum in a wheelchair at some point or needed some assistance in a wheelchair? Can you confirm that? Because that's how she showed herself to me when she turned up. So if you can confirm that. But I know now why she said the fuzzy hair, because you would know straight away. Does that make sense to you? My phone is slow. Apologies there, guys. So you're feeling this is mum. Mia's mum couldn't walk, but she hated the chair. Oh, okay. So, right. Yes, you understand all of this, yeah? You understand all of this with the wheelchair and her hair, bless, okay? Okay, yeah, because she did struggle, and that's what she showed me straight away. She did struggle to walk, and she literally, then she sat back down in the chair and was like, oh, I can't do this. You know, it was tough, wasn't it, for her? Okay. I've just got to tell you this because she literally just came in with a long sentence, and she wanted to tell you, can you tell my girl to stay strong? So I'm passing on her direct message there. Okay, so I'll give that to you. Right. She's waving at me a cross, like a cross, like faith, like the cross on a chain. Does that make sense to you as well? I've got to acknowledge that because she just waved that. She's waving that, and she's saying to you to have faith as well with that message. All right, she's saying to you to have faith. I hope you understand that. It's hard for me when they just, I had to pass that on. So I do hope you understand that. Right, where are we going now? It does make sense, yeah. It is hard for me doing this, honestly. Sometimes it's, oh dear. But she came through very clear for you straight away. I was asking Spirit, where are we going now? And she was right there. That was it. Straight in. Needed to connect today for you. All right. And she's sending you. She wants to say, I love you. And she's saying to me now, I'm sorry I had to pass. And she says I had no control over that situation. All right. Okay. All right, thank you so much for letting me know where I am with this. Right. I'm just asking her a couple of things, so give me a second. Right, she says to me she couldn't breathe as well that well. She couldn't breathe sometimes. Does that make sense to you, Sherilyn? She couldn't breathe, right? And she was in and out of hospital. Does that make sense to you as well? In and out of hospital. And she used to say to you, Sherilyn, that she didn't want to go back in there again. Does that make sense to you as well? If you could confirm that. She said, I didn't want to go back in. She clearly said to you, I don't want to go back in there again. Because, yeah, it was her chest. And she was very fragile, wasn't she? She was very fragile. And she jokes with me. She says, yes, I was, but I wasn't in my mind. So her body was fragile, but in her mind, Sherilyn, she was not fragile. She's having none of it. All right. Yeah, there was somewhere she didn't want to go back. And she said, I told him, please don't take me back there again. I don't want to go back there. All right. She's telling me now, she wants to tell you, she says, I'm around you a lot. She says, I'm around you a lot. And in her, in spirit form, she's around you a lot. Yeah, her mind really sharp. And that's what the sad thing is. Her body was failing, but she was pretty much, her mind, she was just normal. And like, it's very, very difficult, when they're like that, isn't it, as well? But she knew she was going to pass, Sherilyn, and she got very weak and fragile, didn't she? Bless her. She's saying she got very weak and fragile. And she had to shuffle a little bit when she walked as well. She had a little bit of a shuffle. Right. Okay. Your mum's just said to me to tell you she's helping you, but she also wants you to help yourself more. Does that make sense to you? Sorry about that. Does that make sense to you? That's what she just said. Can you tell her I'm helping her, but I want her to help herself more? Yeah, she was having a shuffle, She's dragging her feet. But I'm sorry about last message, but it's Mum. She just wanted to say that. I hope that makes sense to you. Did you get that? She's helping you, but she wants you to help yourself more. And she's saying you are confident. You are confident. And she's saying have confidence. Something about the confidence. And she heard that, by the way, because I've just seen that, and she's giving me the thumbs up. She said I can hear. She can hear. She said she's saying to me now, it's weird, she's saying it to me, but she's saying it to you. She's just saying, I've seen your tears, sweetheart, and I'm wiping them away. That's what she said. I've been wiping them away when you've been sad. All right, so she's definitely helping you. And she wants you to just carry on for her, and also keep her memory alive and the legacy there with your mum as well, keeping her memory alive, keeping the legacy going. Does that make sense to you, Sherilyn? Because that's what she brings. That's what she wants to. That's what she wants from being in the spirit world. She wants to know that. That's what they want, spirit. They want to know that they're loved, and I know you do love your mum, but that you're keeping her memory alive and the legacy, and just remember the good times. She said to me, and she doesn't want you feeling anything that you could have done there, because she just saying to me, your mum likes to talk, and she said to me, Claire, I didn't listen to the healthcare specialists. All right, she didn't listen to them, and she should have took the advice from them a long time ago. That's what she just said. All right, so nobody is to blame. All right, and she had some sort of she's showing me with some oxygen there as well. So she would have needed help with this, but she ignored warning signs with this as well. Okay. I really feel today she's popped in just to let you know she's okay, actually, that she's all right. Okay. And she's around you. You know, they never leave us, our loved ones, in spirit. They're always with us, and the minute you think about them, they're straight there. They know that, and they know what's going on with us in our lives. Believe you me, they know everything. They know more than we do, and they connect to you, and they'll point you in the right directions. And she just said to me that you know about synchronicities, and she's saying to you now, look for the signs. Does that make sense to you? Look for the signs. She's pointing things out to you in life. Look for the signs. So she's going to be helping you go forwards in that way. She's guiding you. Look for the signs. Okay. She also is connecting to you. She shows me a little robin as well. All right, I'm not sure if you're familiar with little robins, a spiritual bird. She's connecting with the robin, and it kind of makes sense, all of this. I feel like sometimes I'm talking a load of twaddle for yourself, but yeah, she's just very aware. Okay. She's got a lot of love for you, and she's saying she's still cheeky even though she's in spirit. You know, she's very cheeky, your mum, isn't she? Oh, it's the Rockin' Robin song, because she gave me a robin. I don't know. I can't remember, it was you connecting from Canada, and I don't know what birds you have out there. Claire's a bit stupid, so she wanted to mention the robin, so I'll you understand what that means for yourself. All right, so that's lovely. But your mum is lovely. Your mum has not lost her wit, okay, her charm. All right, she's very cheeky. She's got so much love. She's a really nice lady who loves you very, very much, and is still in, even though in spirit, still living. You know, they're still living, still having a life in a different way. Okay, she's also going to connect to you via your dreams. All right, and so if you have had your mum in your dreams already, she's letting you know that it was her. She's mentioning dreams, so she's going to connect to you in your dream state, which is beautiful. And she's watching over you in that way, so that's lovely. She's not far away. She's not far away. She's very much still around you. Okay, so I hope that's okay for you, Sherilyn. Thank you for joining me today, connecting to your loved ones in spirit. And she wants to thank everybody, actually. She's saying, Claire, can you tell everybody? And she wants to say thank you to everybody that's helped her, all right, that's helped her and shown their love with her health problems. And she just wants to thank everybody there, and she's basically dropped in today to let you know she's okay. She's okay, all right. I know they would rather be with us, but you know, she's okay and she's at peace. And don't forget, Sherilyn, she's not in any discomfort anymore, and she wasn't she? So she's not in any discomfort, and she can pretty much zoom anywhere, you know, and be anywhere and connect to you, which is beautiful. And she enjoys that part of spirit. She enjoys that. She's mentioning ashes quickly as well. Ashes. So those are cremated. She's mentioning ashes as well. So I don't know if you can take that bit, but she just showed me that. So yeah, I'll leave her love with you, and I hope you enjoyed your message from your mum. Lovely lady, full of character, and you know, she has not changed, even in spirit. All right, so I'll leave her love with you, and we'll see where we go. Okay, so if you could give me a thumbs up, I appreciate that. Thank you for connecting, Sherilyn. We sort of are over time. Might do one more quick one before I sign off, as I get told off from spirit. So what's this? What's this? I'll get into. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you for that little message there. Thank you. I appreciate your message back. Thank you. Right, so I'll just check with my spirit guides. One more quick one, and then we can sign off. All right. So one more quick message from spirit. Is there anybody there? So we've got Michelle here, haven't we, Michelle? Got Michelle on here. Thanks for that, Michelle. Robin is the UK version of the cardinal. Thanks, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. You've been a massive supporter of me, and I really, really appreciate that. You've listened to the guidance from Spirit, haven't you, Michelle? You've been listening. Because I just said to me, she's listening, Claire. And you've been listening to the guidance, and this is to do with your health, Michelle. You're listening to the guidance to do with your health, aren't you? And Spirit are guiding you to... you're listening. Good, good. And we're talking about, you know, the obvious, overindulging in bad habits, I want to say, yeah, without being too personal. So you know what that means as well. So, yeah, you're listening, which is good, because it's about making yourself feel great, making yourself feel better, making yourself feel good. And yeah, it was that. Sorry, you've done. See, look, you've put yourself out there. I didn't do it. So yeah, you've stopped that, haven't you, Michelle? So which is good. So Spirit are guiding you, and guiding you to do this for you now, Michelle, because this is going to help every other aspect of your well-being, isn't it? And I'm talking about mental health, because our mental health and our mental emotions are very important as well. So this is going to help you. All right, this is going to help in every area of your life. Okay, so just keep going with that. But keep listening to them, because I don't think they're going to let you slip into any back into your old ways. Actually, you're going to get a bit of a telling off from the spirit world. So just keep continuing with that. And I've just had a young person in spirit just shout in my ear, "I love you, Mum." I just have to pass that on. I'm rooting for you now, okay? So someone in spirit has just shouted that loud and clear, and keep going is the message, all right? And this person is in spirit who is so proud of you, okay? Yeah, yes, and I'm definitely with Michelle here, Victoria. All right, but if you sometimes, a message can come through, and you can really resonate with it as well. So I get that. I get you thinking that. But I'm definitely with Michelle. But if you can take that message as well, I'm no doubt in my mind that's what spirit do. We can resonate with a message as well, and it can really tug at us. So I get why you think that. But this is definitely this is definitely Michelle that I'm connecting with. All right, I just Michelle, keep going. The message is keep going. All right, I'm helping. I'm helping. All right, I'm helping you. I'm helping you go forwards. All right, and I'm not letting you back down now. Sorry, I'm not letting you back down now. Okay, so you won't be allowed to go back into your old ways. All right, so yeah, definitely. Okay. Yes, I'm definitely with your son. This is a son. Okay, Michelle. So, and I do know, obviously, I do know you, but he just literally stepped into my energy today and just wanted to say that about you, that he's basically, I feel he's the instigator behind all of this. All right, he's the one telling you off and saying you shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing this, and you're kind of listening now, and that's why he's jumped into my energy today. All right, so it's a quick message, but it's why he's popped in. It's why he's popped in, because you know he's around. It's why he's popped in. He switches your kettle on and off, doesn't he, Michelle? Because you just said yes, and I do turn the kettle on and off as well. So he's turning your kettle on and off. It's in some way, whether the light comes on or, you know, when you boil water, it's all right. So yeah. So I hope that's okay, Michelle. That little quickie message. I'm being drawn to Victoria. I'm gonna have to be quick because I'm not supposed to be doing any more. So yeah, okay. So yeah, you just mentioned that. All right. Okay, Victoria, I'm just very quick. This is a very quick connect to you quickly. All right. If we can, if you just let me know you're still with us, and then I've got to go. So I can really get told off. Okay, see where we're going. Victoria, someone young in spirit passed through cancer, a male. You can let me know yes or no. And obviously there's been a lot of tears around you, which I'm sorry about this for you. I'm sorry you've had to go through this. Oh, okay, right. It's not a young person. I could have still been with the last energy. So you can take this person that's passed through cancer. And that was your father, is it? Right, now I'm confused. Could be because Claire's winding down. Right, that's my son, but not the cancer. Right, okay. But the father was the cancer. I could have them both stepping in together. Okay. So I just want to confirm that. All right, because that message, I see that the message is gone with me now. It comes in so quick, I say it and I can't remember what they said, and I'll have to get them to remind me. Right, okay, right. So was your father the cancer? Because someone said cancer, and I have to acknowledge that. But so just so Claire knows she's on the right page here, so to speak. All right. So we could have both your son and your dad dropping in. So give me a second, because obviously we've got two people here potentially connecting. I'll just wait to see what you say. And I'll have to. We'll just do a very quick say hi from them. All right, Victoria, if you don't mind. And then we go until next time. But right, let me see. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, so Victoria, we had someone connecting, it was through cancer. Okay. So does that make sense to you with your dad? And he was the one that was young at heart. It's a bit slow coming up. because we're at the end now, we're kind of winding down. Been on here nearly 2 hours really, so we're gonna wrap this up quick. And if you could confirm that. But then I'll just go back to the messages here for you. Right. Okay. Because there's someone who's been trying to... What? Right, okay. Because it was saying Cancer, it was someone trying to wipe away your tears. All right. And saying that you've got through the worst time ever. You've got through the worst time ever. All right. You've got a lot of protection from spirit. You've got a lot of loved ones in spirit who are helping with your healing. Does that make sense to you? I know you're having good and bad days, both. You know, you might be thinking you're having a good day and then it turns bad as well with grief. All right. But this person's connecting is helping you and helping you to regain your strength, actually. That's what they're helping you do. All right. I know you do. They're helping you regain strength and come to terms with everything, all right, because you've been on a very difficult pathway with this, all right. So I'm confused of as I say, I thought we was with someone that I was getting confused with son and dad here. So we will, all I can say to you is come on here again and you know, I'll remember you, okay? But I just wanted to say to you that you're getting a lot of help, and the spirit world are very aware of what you've had to go through, and you're getting the help that you need in life, all right, from them, and their love and support is helping you come to terms and deal with loss, all right. Sorry, it's a really quick one because we're cutting off really. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice. Sister's name. You're welcome. Sorry, because I am sort of a little tired now, and we got to the end now. And what I'll do is I'll be back on here again. So come back on, Spirit. If they need a message to get to somebody, then they will. All right, they will send that message across, and we will deliver the healing and the guidance to you. But thank you for coming on here, Victoria. I didn't want to not acknowledge you, all right, and Spirit not to acknowledge you. I just felt I needed to go to you quickly at the end there, all right. And I'm gonna sign off now. Because I thought it would be an hour and a half. We've gone just a little over that. So thank you, Victoria, for all the love and the kindness, and thank you, Michelle. And all I can say to you is that your loved ones in spirit are never far away. You know, they are always helping us, always pointing us in the right direction, helping us, guide us forwards, sending their love to us, and sending us the right things in life. You know, life's difficult, the right tools, the right people, the right support in life. So and know that they're not too far away. All right, so thanks for coming on here, and I will sign off now. We've got thanks for coming on here, and then we'll do this again sometime soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye.